Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your travel god of extreme, and the captain of the prophecy and the purge. It is I, Peter Joseph here. Well, Captain Joseph, Captain Gilmore says in my shirt, but whatever. But anyway, it is I, Peter Joseph here for a Monday afternoon video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this channel and my other channels down there in hell, otherwise known as the description box below. So please show your love and support by subscribing to the channels, smashing that like button, sticking the thumb straight up everybody else that doesn't like it. Ass, because that's where it belongs. And leave a comment on the video if you want. If you don't have to, but if you want to leave a comment on the video, be respectful. If not, you're getting sent to the shadow realm where you'll never be heard from again, and Satan will eat your soul. So don't do that and act like a schmuck, because you're going to get treated as such. And if you don't like it, then go cry to your mama, little baby bitch, and go to your dead channel. Basically go to your dead channel that nobody gives two fucks about. Except for your little boyfriends that suck your tiny cock. But, you know, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. You don't like it? Too fucking bad. You're gonna act like a schmuck and leave stupid comments, then you're gonna get blocked. You don't like it? Pretty much tough shit. And that's that. For everybody else that wants to leave a comment on wrestling or whatever the topic is, you can do that. So do it now. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. If you miss anything, you need to get violently slapped in the face because you're SOL. And you know what that means. And if you don't know what it means, look it up, asshole. And that's that. You like it? Great. You know, get out. And if you're brand new here, for the very first time, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one. In this case, I got some Nature Brand water. Nature Brand water, the proud sponsor of life. And I need some. I need some. My throat has just been killing me last couple days, and been pretty much up and down. With my physical health, and my mental health is just off the charts, so I'm trying to get back to a normal base, but, you know, it's tough, so. But it is what it is. We'll hopefully get back to normal this week, or getting into February, which starts on Saturday. So, we're pretty much ending the final week of January, and the final days of January, and then we're going to that very short month of February, and then before you blink, it's March. So time works, you know. It's like my good friend Ferris Bueller used to say, life moves pretty fast. You don't stop to look around, and once in a while, you could miss it. So if you don't stop to look around, you're gonna miss like February and March. You'll be April already. So take each day as it comes, and take it one day at a time. That's my mom always says to me. But sometimes I can't. But it is what it is. But if you're here for the first time, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Grab yourself a cold one and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You know, go fuck yourself. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday. Back to work, back to school for you stupid people. I had to work today, and I just finished work about an hour and a half ago, because I had a little short day. Tomorrow I got a little bit longer, but by the weekend, I'm pretty much not doing much. I mean, I do gotta work all this week, and then, you know, get my paycheck on Friday. You know, gotta pay them bills. The bills are coming up next week, and I gotta pay them, so. Because I gotta pay for the rich man's internet. I gotta pay for the rich man's cable, you know, so I can have it and I can watch wrestling and my other shows, you know. Have a roof over my head. And all the other good stuff, but, you know, it's a lot of money, you know. But, you know, hopefully soon, you know, some of the essentials will start going down. But when? Don't know. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. But I'm not paying a lot for my internet right now because I just changed over to fiber optics internet, which is going okay. Just I gotta get a new computer eventually, which costs money. So I'm saving up for that, and eventually gonna be setting up for my vacation, probably in July or August. So we'll see what happens with that. So lots of things going on right now before we even hit Easter. But hopefully I'll be around for the next couple months, and then my schedule changes. I could be getting a promotion where I will be pretty much not in the house so much. So I'm going back into the field and into the office. So it sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So we'll see what happens when we get to April. But right now we're on January 27th, 2025. Hope you're having a great day, and I hope you have a great week. And that's pretty much it. Alright, enough spiel for 6 minutes. I gotta get this done, because I do have to get out of here, and I have to go to the doctor. So, my usual Monday doctor appointment, even though my doctor was sick last week, and I got a busy week this week. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, I got doctor appointments up the wazoo, and then pretty much the weekend, I'm finally free. Friday is going to be my free day, thankfully. Well, Wednesday and Friday. We got that. Wednesday, I have the day off of work because I have to go for a blood test. But, and then, in between that, I got, physical therapy on my neck and my back. And then, that's it. Today, I just got, regular doctor appointment. So, just to check things out. And then I got the blood test on Wednesday, and hopefully everything's okay. But, right now, I still got the aches and pains, so that's life when you get to near 50. Downhill you start going. That's the way it's been for a while. But anyway, you don't want to hear about that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful Monday afternoon, gonna be a little bit warmer here in the Northeast. Getting a little bit of snow this weekend, which sucks, but not too much snow. They're saying about an inch or two. They were saying 5. Now it's like every day it changes. So tomorrow we'll probably get 20. Who knows? Who knows in this wacky world, this wacky land of the Northeast in New York City and everything. But wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And if not, well, too bad for you. That's that. But on this beautiful Monday afternoon, it is time for your late and out-of-date AEW Collision Homecoming review for this past Saturday, January the 25th, 2025. We are back at home base for AEW. We're back in Jacksonville, Florida at Daly's Place, the best place to be. And it's AEW's homecoming because they're back home, basically. They'll be in Alabama this week. And then next week, they'll be in Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. For that. And then they're pretty much going to be on the road to Australia, mate, February the 15th, for Grand Slam Australia. That's just a one-day show. Surprisingly, that's a one-day show. I don't know why. I thought it would be 2 days, but obviously not. You can't do a 2-day show in Australia. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, our commentary team this week, a little bit of a change. We have the regular crew, Tony Baloney Schiavone, or Tony Schiavone for you people that love Jericho. The man from England, man who loves that Guinness, and that's Nigel McGuinness, me love. And great to see this guy in Daly's Place, the legend that he is. Back on Jim Ross! Back on Tony Schiavone! We're back on a Saturday night! Back God almighty! Okay, calm down, JR. Alright, so we got Jim Ross, Tony Baloney Schiavone, and Nigel McGuinness on commentary for Homecoming. And it was a pretty decent show for the fans in Daly's Place. And, AEW's back home for now. But we got that. Alright, so we started the show off with Christian and his family, you know, his son, Nick Wayne, his hot-looking mom, Nick Wayne's mom, has got it going on. And, yeah, that guy named Kip Sabian. So they're there, and Christian's confident that Nick Wayne will beat Samoa Joe in his return match. Coming up, since it was delayed last week due to the weather. So we got that. So we'll see what happens with Nick fucking Wayne against Samoa Joe coming up next. We got Toni Storm and the beautiful Mariah May going to have a face-to-face before their match at Grand Slam for the AEW Women's World title, I should say. And we also hear from Samoa Joe. Oh, we get that. Alright, so we start off with the opening sequence. We are live in Daly's Place for Homecoming. That too. And good old JR is back. You'll love to see it. Alright, so we start off with match number 1. Samoa Joe and Nick Wayne with the rest of the Patriarchy at ringside. Or so we thought, because right before the match actually started, we had sent for the man. Hey, Hook! You! Get in here! Hook, ladies and gentlemen, with his Doritos. He's here with a guy that really doesn't like Doritos. That's Katsuyori Shibata! And he will be facing Kensuke Takeshita in the main event for the Intercontinental title. So they're there, they're kind of even the playing field. And this match basically lasted 5 goddamn minutes. Christian and Kip Sabian try to stop Joe from dismantling Nick Wayne with a muscle buster. The first time Nick Wayne got, almost clawed Joe's eyes out. Then he tries it again, and then, like I said, Christian and Kip Sabian get on the apron, and Hook and Shibata pull them off, beat them down, lay them out, and then Joe hits the muscle buster. 1, 2, 3. Pretty quick 5.5 minute match that I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. And then Shibata and Hook join Joe for some celebrations, and that's pretty much it. And we move on. Quick and to the point. Alright, then we get a recap of Kenny Money Omega! Mwah! Bam! And his good buddy Ocean Spray, brawled with the Don Callis family on Dynamite last week, which saw Kenny climb up a lighting rig and do a moonsault, and then, not to be outdone, Ocean Spray does a moonsault off the rafters onto the entire Don Callis family, and then setting up their tag team match with Fletcher and Takeshita, taking on Ocean Spray and Kenny at Grand Slam. We get that, and then we go to Don Callis' house or mansion, and he's sitting there with the group eating dinner. I don't know what they're eating. And then he's talking about this is not the same Kenny. This is a different Kenny, and we gotta be ready for him. He wants to spill my blood, but he wants to spill your blood as well. Brian Cage is saying, no, we got this. Don't worry, Don, we got you. Right. And then Don said something like, I think it was Don or somebody said that there was I think it was Brian Cage says, well, there's 5 of us, and there's 2 of them. And then Don's like, who said anything about 5? And then you see, an empty seat. I'm like, new member? I think we're going to get number 6 pretty soon. Who? I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that as we move on. So that was kind of an interesting segment. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright. Then we go to match number 2, non-title match. We have the AEW Continental Breakfast IHOP Denny's champion. And that's Okada. Takes on the Ring of Honor World TV champion, Commander with the hype man, Alex Abrahantes at ringside. I mean, nothing to write home about this match. It was decent at best. 9 minutes exactly. They go back and forth. They reversed suplexes into a broken choke. And then Okada's like, that's it, I'm not having any of this. Kicks Commander right in the face, goes outside, and then plants Commander with a wicked DDT on the floor. Ow. That's who. And then we go to break, come back. As always, the faces come back this time. Commander grabs an X-Factor out of a powerbomb attempt. Nice. Picks up the pace. Okada comes back with white noise on the knee. Then he goes up top, hits the Macho Man elbow. Oh, yeah, raining down from heaven. Ain't that right, Miss Elizabeth? That's right, Randy. Of course. How you doing, Liz? I'm doing very well for my... Don't talk to her, Mr. Joseph. Hey, Randy, if I want to talk to Liz, I can talk to her. You, shut up. Don't tell me to shut up, I'll freak it out. Macho Man, oh yeah. I'm sorry, Liz. It's okay, Mr. Joseph. I can never talk to her on a nice, friendly basis. Thank you, Randy. Asshole. Anyway. So, Okada hits the top rope elbow, goes for the Rainmaker. It gets blocked as Commander grabs a Hurricane Rana to the floor. Then we get a flippy dippity doo moonsault. And then they go back in. Okada just, grabbed him, hits the Rainmaker. 1, 2, 3. Okada gets the win in exactly 9 minutes. And then after the match, Okada picks him up, tries for a Code of Honor. You love to see it, but Okada is just like, fuck you, bitch! Pretty much. And then we get that. And we move on. Alright, then we see Big Cass. He's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. He's entering the parking lot where we see Powerhouse Will Hobbs. They start fighting. They start hitting each other. Well, actually, Big Cass tried to throw a brick at Powerhouse and missed. Badly missed. Hey, you could play for the Orlando Magic with all those bricks. But I digress. Anyway, they start beating the crap out of each other, hitting each other with metal catering things and blah blah blah. Cass gets a little bit of an advantage, and then Hobbs goes over to a gate, rips the gate off, and starts whipping his ass, and then a bunch of security finally comes out. Not that it helped anyway. So we get that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go back inside of Daly's place, where you have Lexi Nair talking to those idiots, the Costco guys. Oh, those idiots. And they're back, but then, thankfully, they get interrupted by the Undisputed Kingdom of Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts, Roddy Roderick Strong, and Adam Cole, baby! And he's like, oh, I love your work. I love your work. And then I'm like, and then the stupidest thing ever happens. And then Adam's like, you ready to do it? You want to do it? You want to do it? Not like that. And then they just do the stupid boom shit. I'm like, really, Chugs, Adam? Really, Adam? Really? You're friends with those dorks? God help us all. Alright, so we get that. And then they go to the ring. They have a 6-man tag team match, just under 10 minutes. So we have Kyle, Adam, and Roddy taking on, pretty much 3.1 of the TNT champion, the Dancing Fool, Daniel Garcia. Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. You want to know what makes his nipples hard? You can ask him yourself on his, social media page. And returning from knocking up Ruby Soho, and that's Cool Hand Angelo Parker. So we get that. Match was alright. Shane Taylor Promotions was at ringside. Didn't really get involved except for shouting at the Undisputed Kingdom. And a little bit, with 3.1. So, So it's back and forth to start, and then we go to break, we come back. Garcia hammers away on Kyle in the corner, but Kyle gets his way out of trouble, gets the hot tag to Adam Cole, baby, for a little slug out with Garcia. Possible TNT title match coming up. And then all 6 men are in the ring. Parker gets face planted for a near fall. And then Garcia comes in, and Adam Cole, baby, hits him with a super kick. And then he shoves Kyle, goes, Kyle! Sweep the leg, Daniel-san! And then they hit the high-low on Parker. 1, 2, 3. So a little homage to the Dudleys. Devon! What? Get the table! So they hit Kyle, sweep the leg. Interesting. Okay, we'll go with that. Alright, so the Undisputed Kingdom get the win in about 10 minutes. And then afterwards, Code of Honor, you love to see it. And then pretty much Shane Taylor Promotions yells at them. And then you see Lee Moriarty just staring. I don't know what that was about. So it looks like, STP and the UDK, the Undisputed Kingdom, are going to have a little feud between each other, and we'll see what happens with that as we move on. Alright, so I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Max Caster, the self-proclaimed best wrestler alive today, which you're not. He's all happy with the response to the Acclaim's breakup. Why would you be happy with that? Okay, well, anyway. So he announces an open challenge series. I guess to basically get your ass kicked. I don't understand that. But I guess we're going to see what happens on Dynamite, because I think that's the start of the series. And probably facing, mediocre jobbers, probably. Until, somebody beats him like Bowens, most likely. But we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we get a Matrix-like computer code. I'm like, what is this? And it says hologram. So hologram's coming back from his injury. Still undefeated, by the way. Even though technically he has a loss in that 2 out of 3 falls match with the Beast Mortos. But he's coming back from his injury. I didn't even know he was injured, but alright, so he's coming back. That's pretty damn nice. Alright, then we get a heated segment with Top Flight, Darius and Dante Martin, with the beautiful Layla Gray. Good lord, her titties were popping out. Woo! Woo! I like to take her on a flight, if you know what I mean. Shit. And she's actually, going against Red Velvet from Your Mama's Kitchen on Ring of Honor TV this week for the Women's TV title. She gonna win? No. Well, at least she gets a title shot. And looks great doing it. But, in any case. So, Darius and Dante start arguing over Action Andretti and Leo Rush, the Omega Shenrons. And Darius is like, oh, that's your boy! That's your boy there, Dante! Your boy, Leo, wanted to join us when we had the tag team title match, or the trios title match, locked up. But, you fucked that up. And then Dante's like, oh, that's not my boy. That's not my boy. And Leo's like trying to, play peacekeeper, like that's gonna work. Show your titties! Yeah, that'll work. Anyway, so Darius wants to fight Leo Rush one-on-one. I think we get that on Wednesday night. Not that I care, but alright, so we get that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Then we go to the segment of the night, my friends. Tony Baloney Schiavone in the ring. It brings out the AEW Women's Champion Mariah May. Looks great, as always. Alright, Tony, let's get this shit done. Basically. What, you got somewhere to be, Mariah, besides my bedroom? Shit. And then the rocker, Tony Storm, comes out for a little kitty chat. Tony's all like, oh, Mariah! She shakes her hand. Well, goes to shake her hand, and he starts hugging her, and Mariah's like, get off me, minion. And then Mariah says, Tony, you may think, you make me think, and basically I feel nothing. And, Basically like, you're a joke, you're nothing, the fans are laughing at you, just like I knew they would, and, I will get off, did you say get off? By humiliating you in your hometown of Brisbane, Australia, at Grand Slam. Tony says, I am your biggest fan, Mariah, and I want to be just like you. Then she hugs her, gives her a hug. Give me a hug. And then Mariah's like, smack right in the face. Damn. Then she starts whipping her with the AEW Women's title. And then, security comes out. Mariah's like, oh, okay, I'm fine. Then she leaves, and then Toni Storm's like, have you forgotten? I'm like, uh-oh. Somebody got slapped back into the time warp. Let's do the time warp again. Mariah May enters the time warp and comes back as Darling. Timeless Toni Storm is back. I marked out. Tony Schiavone's marking out. Yes! Like he just came in his pants, basically. Yes! So Timeless Toni Storm, she takes off her clothes. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Titties! We're gonna have a booby party. Blah, blah, blah. So she's like, Timeless Toni Storm is back. Fans going nuts. And then she's like, Mariah, you are the product of my womb, and I will shove you back in and spit you out. Because I am timeless Toni Storm, and I am going to rip your tits off. I'm like, shit. Damn. So, Timeless Toni Storm is back, and she's going to rip Mariah May's titties off at Grand Slam. Or will she? I think Mariah's somehow going to retain by some chicanery, and then at Revolution, that's where I think Toni Storm wins the belt. So we're going to get like a hometown screw job in Australia for Toni Storm, and then I think at Revolution, back in the States, she wins the belt. For the third time, I believe. It's probably going to be some, like, hardcore match, or, like, First Blood. Something like that. That's what I've been hearing on Twitter, that their third match might be First Blood. And I could bet you Tony will win that easily, but, we'll see. But, wow. Toni Storm is back. Darling! Bosom! And just remember, with Timeless Toni Storm, remember, chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe! Oh, the promos that she's gonna have leading up to Australia. She's back! And we love it. The best thing going today. Timeless Toni Storm. The whole Toni Storm thing, she's in a time warp, she's back in the 80s, now she's back in the 40s, I don't know where she is. But she's back in AEW with probably her best fucking gimmick ever. And they're gonna beat the fuck out of each other at Grand Slam. Can't wait for that. Moving on. Alright. So it wasn't much of a surprise, per se, but I love the way that this storyline has progressed. Ever since Toni Storm came back as Rocker Toni Storm. And now it's pretty much back to square one with Timeless Toni Storm. So, get that. Moving on. Alright, then we get a special interview that's going to be debuting on tomorrow on YouTube with AEW Close-Up. And it's basically Moxley and the Death Riders along with Renee Paquette. So, we see part of that, and Moxley's has a vision of 1,000 Moxleys. Oh dear. Well, maybe for Renee Paquette's sake, that might be a good thing. But then again, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? Moving on. Alright, so that was pretty good. So the Tony Storm segment, I gave 4.5 out of 5 stars. And then this little AEW thing, I gave 2.25. Moving on. Alright, back to wrestling action, my friends, because a little less talk and a lot more action here on AEW, as my ex-girlfriend would say. But I digress. Alright, so we go back to tag team action, my friends. We have the Gates of Agony. We haven't seen them in a while. That's Bishop Quan! I know not Quan! And Tonga Leona. They're taking on they used to be called the House of Black, but now they're called the Hounds of Hell. And that's Buddy Matthews and the big man Brody King, hoo, 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 and the lovely Julia Hart at ringside for this pretty decent match. Back and forth they went. Gates of Agony almost open the gates. Actually, they did open the gates on Buddy Matthews for a near fall as Brody King broke that up. They tried for a comeback. Didn't really get anywhere. And then Brody King comes in eventually to clean house, including a Death Valley driver for a near fall on Toa Leona. And then a Samoan drop gets the same on Brody King. And then Bishop Quan tries to powerbomb him and barely can even get him up. So instead, Brody hits a pile driver! And then they finish him off with a cannonball running dropkick combo in the corner. Ow. And they get the win. So it was a little bit sloppy near the end. But still, 10-minute match. Decent for what it was. 3 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. So we'll see where the Hounds of Hell go from here. And that's it. Alright, once again, we go to the back with those idiots, the Costco guys. And now we got Harley Cameron with her guitar. And they can't get their stupid catchphrase right because Harley's like, bam! No, it's boom! Bam! Boom! Bam! Boom! I'm like, shut up! And thankfully, the Vendetta comes in. Deonna Purrazzo and Taya Valkyrie. They come in and mock Harley for her stupid song. And then, they leave because Deonna Purrazzo's in a fatal 4-way match coming up next. And then, Big Justice and that stupid kid do the boom catchphrase again. Ugh. And then there was a video, and they're doing the ring with Swerve, and Swerve's like, what the fuck am I doing here? If I was Swerve, I would knock them the fuck out. And I'll be like, Costco sucks anyway! They do. It does. It's just ridiculously sucks. I mean, there is one in my area, but it's way far away from me. I mean, like on the outskirts of Brooklyn, basically. Shit. It's too far away from me. It's like 45 minutes away. I'm not driving all the way over there to get my goods. Get it off Amazon. Much easier. But I digress. Moving along. Alright, then we go to break. We come back. We have Lexi once again, this time with Penelope Ford and Thunder Rosa! Yay! So they start arguing, and I guess a match is going to be made. When? Don't know. Probably this week. We'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go back to Daly's place with a fatal 4-way match for a shot. A future shot, well, this Wednesday night, basically, it gets announced, for a future shot at Mercedes Moné, the CEO, and her TBS title shot. By the way, happy birthday to her, 33 years old, smoking hot. She's still on my list of people I want. The fuck? But she went down a little bit, because now, I got my Asians at 1 to 4, and then I got, she's up there in like that top 5 position. So, but I gotta give love to my Asians, of course. I mean, Asuka, Io, Kairi, Mina. That's all I can say about that. So then you put, and then I put, Mercedes, Charlie Caruso, other ones, at the put down below. Not down below my nutsack area, but down my list. But my top 4, pretty much my top 5, rarely changes. But we got that. Moving on. Alright, so get this Fatal 4-Way match. We got Deonna Purrazzo with Taya Valkyrie. The Professor, Serena Deeb. The one and only Queen Aminata back. We haven't seen you in a while. Pretty much ever since, like, November, I think. I think she got injured and really wasn't on much for Ring of Honor purposes. And we got not the lassie. We got the lovely Yuka Sakazaki, or as we call her, Yuna from Final Fantasy X and X-2. X-2 is horrible. I just want to point that out. 10 is always amazing. It's amazing. Just the sequel to that, horrible. I mean, good gameplay, but story-wise, Really, 10-2 is like 13-2 and 3. Garbage. And really, if you think about it, 13-4, which was Lightning's Return, that was good-ish. But 13-2, 13-3, not so good. And then you look at the MMOs, which is 11 and 14. I hate them. And then Final Fantasy came back with 15, the DLC for 15. 16 is amazing with the DLC. They remade 7, as we all know. Remake, and then Rebirth, and then the final one, which is tentatively titled Reunion, and then you have Integrate in between that. But Final Fantasy VII, remade and Rebirth is just amazing. I can't wait for the next one to come out. I mean, they remastered 8, which they should have remade that. There is some talk of remaking, not remastering, remaking 9 and 10. 9 would be amazing if they add some more stuff. I mean, it's 4 discs, so, there's a lot to remake. Maybe new card, maybe the card system be like what Final Fantasy VII was. That was hard as fuck. To get all the cards in that game. Holy shit. And winning the tournament. Impossible. Inconceivable. But yeah, I can't wait for a remastered Final Fantasy IX. With maybe new summons, maybe new characters, new levels would be nice. And I know that has to be like I don't know how they're gonna do it in 4 discs. What they're gonna do what they did with 7 and make it like a 3-parter. And really, what they really should do is the first two games should be disc 1 and 2, and then disc 2 should be disc 3, and then the end should be the end of disc 2 should be I can't spoil it. When you fight Kuja near the end. No, Super Saiyan Kuja, basically. And then when you get to 4, you face, if you played Final Fantasy IX, So, that's where the game should end, in the 3rd disc. But who knows what's going to happen? I know, because 7 is a 3-disc game, and basically disc 3 is basically the final 2 discs and a half. Which is it's amazing that they got Final Fantasy VII, the first 2 discs, and in part integrated. All that is just disc 1. They still got disc 2 and 3 to go. I'm like, how are you going to do that? With the added stuff. And I always assume there's going to be DLC. I assume. I don't know if there is, but I hope there is. But anyway, alright. Enough about Yuka and Yuna and Final Fantasy. We can go all day with that. And I gotta get out of here in about an hour or so. Anyway, so we have Deonna Purrazzo, Serena Deeb, Yuka Sakazaki, and Queen Amanada for a shot at Mercedes Moné this Wednesday night on the program for her TBS title. And it was an okay match. It started off with Deonna chilling on the ramp with Taya, and then everybody's getting in a fruit roll-up. And then Yuka clears the ring, has a big flippy dippity-doo on the outside. Then she's like, "Ta-ta!" You gotta love her. Alright, so we go to break, come back. Deonna has the Fujiwara armbar on Queen Amanada, who rolls her way out of that. And then everyone is down but Serena Deeb. And then Yuka Sakazaki comes back with a high cross body to take her down. Excuse me. And then Serena Deeb and Queen Amanada kind of relive their little feud. They brawl all the way up the ramp. So Taya Valkyrie comes in. And then Harley Cameron comes in for the save. What's going on here? And amidst all that craziness, Yuka rolls up Deonna 1, 2, 3 to pick up the win, and she will face Mercedes Moné for the TBS title on Wednesday night Dynamite. Is she gonna win? No, it's just another person to feed to Mercedes, because we don't even know who's gonna beat her at this point for the TBS title, or the Red Pro titles, or even the New Japan Strong title. So, I think she's doing something. So we get all that. Alright, match itself was alright. 3 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go to the back with the Hounds of Hell. They're in the back. They're barking up a storm. Hoo, 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 hoo. And then the Continental Breakfast of Champions champion, Okada, comes in and says, "You guys sound like bitches." And then Buddy Murphy steps up to Okada, challenges for the Continental IHOP Denny's title. And then Okada's like, no. And then Buddy Murphy's like, "Well, then you're a bitch." And then he leaves. Well, him and the Hounds of Hell leave. And Okada just stares at him and goes, "I'm not a bitch." Okay, but we still get the match anyway this Wednesday night on the program. Now we'll see what happens with that. Should be a great match, though. But Okada is not a bitch. And neither is Io. She's my bitch, but... yeah. Bitch! Moving on. Alright. Then Big Cass comes out with his backpack again. Calls out Powerhouse Will Hobbs. On cue, he comes out, but he has to get through security. To get there, they get in the ring. They beat the crap out of each other. And Bill hits him with a backpack, which contains a few bricks, his Hobbs knee brace, and some handcuffs. So Hobbs gets cuffed and beaten severely until his nose is busted wide open. So Broken Nose City there. And then Big Cass continues to beat down with a chair, but then somehow Will Hobbs kicks Big Cass not once, but twice in the bizzles. And that sets up a belly-to-belly off the stage through the table. Damn. That's it. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. I have to go to the bathroom. Hello? Hey, make it quick. What's up? Maybe the battery was low. Maybe I have to get a new battery. Maybe I have to get a new phone. Well, you screw them. As long as it's working now, that's one thing. Okay. Alright, let me know what's going on with it. If anything, email me if you can. Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had to help Rosa with her phone. Her phone's acting up. What else is new? Old phones, new phones. Can't win them all. Alright, where was I? Alright, so a Big Cass gets kicked in the nuts and pretty much sets up a belly-to-belly off the stage through a bunch of electrical equipment and tables. That was crazy as fuck. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I gave that segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. So, Battle of the Big Men getting a little bit violent. You gotta love it. And we move on. Alright, then I mentioned, I went ahead a little bit. Don Callis' family has dinner at Don Callis' mansion. Or somewhere. And, Callis tells the team to be ready for Kenny, and Ocean Spray teases a 6th member, though we don't know who that might be. So we'll get that. Alright, then we go to your main event of Collision for the Intercontinental title. We have Takeshita with Don Callis, who goes to commentary, takes on Shibata by himself. It was a pretty good match. Eventually, Don Callis gets off commentary. And, grabs the foot of Shibata as he's trying to go for the penalty kick. And then Takeshita hits one mean-looking Blue Thunder Bomb for a 1 count, because, you know, that doesn't work unless you're Sami Zayn. And then they get up, they beat each other up for a while. Takeshita wins that exchange and hits Raging Fire! 1, 2, 3 to retain the belt in a little over 13 and a half minutes. And, yeah. That's pretty much about it. Alright, we move on. Alright, so that is it for Collision. I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. Officially, Collision was alright. I gave it a solid 7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought of the show down below in the comments section. And that's pretty much it. And that's it. Alright guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got to run to see my doctor in a little bit. But I'll be back a little bit later, once again, here on the channel, with your late and out-of-date TNA Live Impact and Ring of Honor, excuse me, Ring of Honor 100 review. And that's that. So, stay tuned, stay tuned for that. And then maybe later on tonight, depending on how I feel, your Monday Night Raw review on Netflix. So, 3 for the price of 1 right here on the channel. But we'll see how everything goes before the end of the night. And then tomorrow we got NXT. Should be a good show from Atlanta, GA. I believe, yeah, it is in Atlanta, GA. It should be a great show from Center Stage where NWA Power is, and all that shit. So this week is going to be some good shit. As we roll on to the Royal Rumble this Saturday night. And then we got the Pro Bowl on Sunday that nobody's going to watch. And then next weekend we got the Super Bowl that nobody's going to watch. The Chiefs and the Eagles in a rematch from Super Bowl 56, which the Chiefs barely won. So the Chiefs looking for a 3-peat. Eagles trying to end that chance for a 3-peat. You know, the game's going to be, it's going to be I would say it's going to be a great game per se, but do we want to watch it? No. And then we got Kendrick Lamar, that idiot, at halftime, so turn off your TV at halftime. And then I don't know who's doing the America the Beautiful. Who knows? Who cares? But we got that. We got the Super Bowl commercials, of course. The trailers for the summer blockbusters. Should be some good commercials at least. But we'll see what happens with that. Next Sunday night on Fox with the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 59, or as we call it, LIX. For people that love Roman numerals like I do. And then next year's Super Bowl is in Santa Clara, San Francisco time. Hopefully. But we'll see what happens with that. San Fran got a new special teams guy. He used to be on the Jets. So all the guys I used to hang out with, Saley, they're coming over. So that's nice. That's nice. So we'll see what happens with the Niners and everybody else in football, as we're pretty much after this Sunday we're got the Super Bowl, and then we're done with football for the year until April with the draft at the end of April, and then we got training camp in July, and then we start preseason that nobody gives two fucks about, and then right after Labor Day, that Thursday, the NFL season begins with Week 1 in the NFL in the year 2025-26. And they begin Week 1 in the league, and they play for pay. And that's pretty much it. And we'll see if the Chiefs 3-peat, and then they start looking for a 4-peat. Think of the Bulls, back in the 90s, the Jordan years. Or the Eagles do us all a favor and make us happy and win the Super Bowl. But we'll see what happens this Sunday, next Sunday. And then in between that, we got the Royal Rumble, we got NXT Vengeance Day on the 15th, as well as Grand Slam for AEW Grand Slam Australia. I think TNA Rebellion is around that time as well. So very short February is going to go by like that. And then we begin March with the Elimination Chamber. Then we got AEW Revolution. And a whole lot of stuff in March. But we'll get through all that eventually. So we got a long way to go between now and WrestleMania season. Because we're getting there, we're getting close. A couple more months away till WrestleMania. So that's that. So stay with me, everybody. Please hit that bell for when I do my next video. Subscribe to my channels. Leave a comment if you wish, but don't leave stupid comments, because you go bye-bye. And that's it. Follow me on social media. As always, I'll be live tweeting with Netflix, with Raw on Netflix tonight. So check that out over on my Twitter page. Link is down below in the gobbledygook. And all that other shit. Alright, I'm going to shut up now and get out of here, because I really got to get out. I got to go to the doctor. I'm tired as fuck. I got to eat my lunch later. So I'm busy, as always, so that's that. And you wish you were busy. So I do have a life, and I'm not on YouTube 24/7, 365, because you can't prove it. And that's it. You can't prove much of anything, so fuck you, man. And that's it. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. If you're not down with that, well, like I said before, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. I'm out of here. Until next time. Peace, motherfuckers.